We are here, the Digital Twin Skills Academy, CIC. We are a EdTech company in the social value space. What is EdTech for those that are interested in finding out? Well, by definition, it refers to the technology in the public and private education sectors, as well as CPD and lifelong learning. EdTech supports digital and blended learning styles and can involve both online platforms and extended reality, including virtual reality and augmented reality. Now, I am the Chief Excitement Officer. I have an amazing team around me. Some of those faces you may recognize. Big plug to all of them for buying into my mad scientist vision. And as it says there at the bottom, we are creating the talent pool that the industry doesn't know it needs. Now, why are we here? We were focused on one particular ask of the sector following the tragedy of Grenfell Tower. And I'm asking the question as we are trying to help solve the challenge around the Grenfell Tower inquiry and why, unfortunately, we lost 72 lives. My question and challenge, based on something that I've read that the Digital Twin Hub commissioned, called the Digital Twin Competency Study. In that document, page 5 refers to a point that really resonated with me. The technology for twins is there. The problem is culture, people, and skills. Part of the reason why we are sitting here today and pushing our ways via the DTSA is I'm asking the question, has digital twins been suitably explored to deliver the golden thread, which is the core output of the Building Safety Act? And this is the Building Safety Act for those that are unaware. It's been in train from 2017. We are now in 2024. It is operational. And as of the 1st of October last year, the landscape changed for legislative compliance for public sector asset owners in particular, albeit private sector also included. How are they beginning to deliver their building safety cases, and how are they beginning to actively progress the golden thread of information management in order to comply? In our world, that means it could be using digital twins. The biggest block on this slide for and it's reflective of the accountable person. The accountable person is technically the asset owner. What are they doing to comply with those 3 gateways? And are they using digital twins as part of their solution? One of our key deliverables is helping to achieve those 3 gateways, but embracing social value as an output, particularly using Section 106 deliverables in contracts commissioned by the public sector. So again, with that in mind, and bearing in mind that as a QS, and I am a chartered QS for my sins, have been for some 30 years now, I'm looking to bring in the concept of digital twins into regulated professional services, i.e. cost management for those that don't know what QSs are or do. Why am I doing that? Because as of July 2021, the QS, the quantity surveyor, had a new skill set, largely governed by these 3 documents. And I am pushing now probably against a door that is now ajar, and trying to get my profession and other fellow professionals to understand that there is a relationship between pre-construction, construction, and occupation of assets. And this amazing insight paper produced by the RICS talks about some of the challenges and some of the blockers that continue to exist. Now, the Digital Twins from Design to Handover is a really good document to figure out how we can begin to challenge and change some of those business models, and to the earlier point, begin to address cultural and skills challenges that continue to coexist. There are barriers. One of them is cost. Another is the fact that clients aren't really picking up on the fact that this is a solution that exists. But the biggest challenge we've identified, which is one of the smaller statements on the screen, is the shortage of skilled professionals. And that is why, again, we are beginning to make inroads into a number of different conversations, and we are really focused on the next generation. Now, this is part of how we are going to and have been engaging with the sector with a focus on young people. And I've got to give a big shout out to my fellow business partner, Nessa, and everyone loves Nessa from Primis Consultant Services. We've developed a 3-tier step program, largely for 16 to 25-year individuals. We are also considering the 50 plus, because as a 52 young individual, I am also concerned about my own peer group who may need to reskill or want to reskill for improving productivity amongst other things in their day-to-day work. But yes, this is largely what we're doing. We're picking up on the pre-employment piece. We're also curating a pathway into digital construction, and our focus is Section 106 and KPI-led social value. That is a contract deliverable in many ways, and we are also trying to identify with clients that are asking for more and better outcomes for their contracts commissioned. Now, all that said and done, and I'm conscious of time, I'm not here alone. I have an amazing ecosystem of support. I am focused on young people, and specifically young Black men. You know, according to many of the metrics in society, they are at the bottom of most of them. Next to that is white, young, working class men. So the young men in society, and particularly in London, have the most pressing needs. The young ladies seem to be doing a little bit better, but there was a general consensus that young people deserve access, deserve to be empowered, and deserve an opportunity. Now, I'll go back very quickly to that competency study and ask the question: if digital twins can create financial savings, improve performance, and better insights, and critically create better socioeconomic outcomes, then what are we doing to ensure that everybody who wants to participate has a chance to join that amazing opportunity called the digital twin paradigm? I'm not alone. I have an amazing array of partners. We want all of the Digital Twin Hub to come and partner with us. Come and bring your wares, come and bring your CSR budget, come and bring your energy, bring your insight, bring your expertise to our academy and help equip some young people. I also want to plug two particular people who have really brought into my mad science vision. Carlos over at OCN, the CEO, who is an amazing visionary himself, and Dr. Graham Kelly, managing director of BEM Academy, who again brought into my mad science a few years ago. So that is very quick and dirty. I don't apologize because I am a disruptor. But as it says there, we are creating the talent pool that the industry doesn't know it needs. And hopefully within the next 5 to 10 years, we will begin to help shape the talent pool and diversify it by definition, because a lot of our cohort tend to come from the underprivileged and underserved communities across London.
So Bola, our question here for yourself, please, is: are there any particular digital twin skills which you're seeing a shortage of across the industry? And is there a matching demand amongst the young people you're working with, or is there a significant gap?
Wow, that's a great question. In fact, all the questions, I want to thank the audience for posing. Are there any particular digital twin skills? That's such a big question, but I think there's a real dearth of talent around data science, data analytics, and that's a cross-sector theme and trend that I'm seeing. In terms of matching the young people, we're meeting young people in all different places and spaces and walks of life, you know, right from going into prisons and schools and colleges and universities. So the map we have is broad, and the matrix of need is broad. But the gaps are significant because there's a lot of misunderstanding about what digital twins can do and where the opportunities are. I mean, the fact that digital twins are sector agnostic is still not well known, or easily discussed. But we're struggling with the challenge, and it's a great challenge to be struggling with. In answer to that question, there are so many gaps, but there are not only gaps at the young person level, there are gaps at senior leadership level too. So I'll make that point.
Our next question, Bola, again for yourself, is: thanks for the talk, Bola. In the water industry, we have severe challenges in attracting BAME candidates in certain technical roles. To start trying to plug the gap through engagement and community events, are you experiencing a similar trend in the quantity surveying space?
I'm smiling already. That's a fabulous question. Yes, we are. And that is why the quantity surveying space and profession is about to be disrupted by yours truly. And part of that challenge is getting into the STEM world, where a lot of the diverse cohorts that we are attracting currently exist. So I'm not surprised by the challenge in the water sector, water industry. I'm hoping to be working with some clients to kind of address that. But attraction is only one part of the solution. You know, the retention piece And the cultural change piece is really part of the challenge that we need to figure out on the inside of the industry. So we can talk about trying to create a pipeline of talent to come through, but they need to have culturally competent environments in order to work and feel part of. So yeah, but there's a big correlation between quantity surveying and the water industry. Great question.
Well, a question for yourself. Are your training modules specific to construction? What other industries, or what would it take to make it generic to other vertical industries?
Another great question. And initially we are focused on building safety. We're focused on the creation of digital twins to complying with the legislative requirement, which is the production of the golden thread of information. So there's a focus on built environment and construction at the moment. Being that twins are agnostic to sector, we are also very keen to look at other sectors. And it would be relatively easy to distill the common denominators across sector to make some of those offers more palatable to sectors like education, health, manufacturing, logistics, which are sectors we're also going to consider in the future. But at the moment, we have a 100% focus on construction and the built environment.
Potentially our final question for yourself, Bola, is what resources are you developing to demonstrate digital twins? There's a huge gap in level 3 and below type of training. The opportunity to develop skilled courses is what I'm looking to explore in FE.
Awesome. Well, more than happy to talk to you. We are in the process of becoming an accredited organisation working with OCN London. And you're absolutely right. The gap from level 0 to 3 is huge. And we are actively curating assets with our partners, one of whom is BIM Academy. And of course, the whole digital construction sphere is an opportunity for us to really kind of break that into modules. So more than happy to talk to you, because we're talking to London South Bank Uni and UCM, where I'm part of their alumni anyway. So the more people willing to join that conversation, the better. So please reach out to me and we can follow up definitely on that one.